welcome again to my channel, The Willow Tree Green. My name's Shelley and this is vlog number 4, I believe. I have got some time free today, so I thought I would show what I've made this week. I've actually been on holiday and I've had a little bit of time to sew. It's been a very busy week actually with lots of things we've been doing. My daughter has been home from university and we've done lots of trips out. But it was pretty much a staycation, doing hospital appointments and that sort of thing. But I did manage to get a few things sewn up, so I thought I would come on and share it and have another go at editing a video. So the first thing that I made, I've been trying to get through my stash. I don't have a large amount of space. Basically, I'm in my living room. This is, and I'm videoing at my sewing desk. So my iPad is balanced on my sewing machine and I have an overlocker just there. My dogs sleep down here and this is basically my living room, and I have a small space here for fabric and a chest is as well, and basically I've got no space, so I need to rein in my desire to buy lots of fabric, which can be a challenge sometimes, but equally I just, you sometimes you just want nice fabric, don't you? So you go out and you buy the latest new thing that everybody seems to be buying. But I have managed to control myself since the Stitch Festival. Haven't bought anything new. I've actually made up a few things out of existing fabric that I had in my stash. So the first thing that I made up was I had a piece of this, I think it's a viscose crepe. It's kind of stiff but drapey at the same time, if that makes sense. I had a bit left over. I'd made a pair of trousers, just the tilly and the buttons, make it simple trousers a while ago, and I had this piece left and it was sort of, I'm not sure, it's probably maybe less than a metre. I'm very short, so I managed to get a skirt out of it. So all I did was take what was left and turn it into 2 rectangles basically, and then the piece that was left I pieced together to create a longer rectangle, so that I could then gather that at the bottom, and then I just put a piece of elastic in the top. I think somewhere I even managed to put in one of my new labels. Not that this has a back or a front, but so yeah, no pockets, just a simple gathered skirt. So yeah, I was quite pleased to get that out of one of my remnants. The next item that I made was a bit of a fail. I kind of think of it as accidental scrubs. I bought a remnant bag from Minerva a while ago, and you get some random pieces in there. I don't think I've got one to show you, but some of them are just really short, long strips. But I had this piece here, which was probably less than half metre, maybe 40 centimetres or something like that. And I didn't want to cut it up and put it into other things. I thought, I know, I can make a top out of it. And I had some bias binding sitting around. So I kind of self-drafted a loose fit, grown-on sleeve top with V-neck. And honestly, I don't think I'll ever wear it. I'll probably cut it up and turn it into something else. It is literally, I feel like I'm wearing hospital scrubs. So it is actually, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a Dobby fabric. So if it was a different colour, I think it would be fine. But because it's this blue, the hospital scrub blue, I don't think so. But it came together really nicely. As you can see, I've got a join down the centre front and a join down the centre back, which was the only way that I could create a big enough piece. So it was successful in that I could do it with another very small piece of fabric, but it's a shame that the colour is just too reminiscent of hospital. Then what else? So I then went on and made my first Patina blouse. So there's with the Sew April Blouse 24 challenge on at the moment, there's a lot of really good discounts available from some of the pattern houses, and Friday Pattern Company had a I can't remember what the exact discount was, but they had a discount on everything in their top section, which what Bex Sews reminded me of. So I wanted to get the Patina blouse, and I made it out of another fabric that I'd had sitting in my small stash for some months actually, and I made up my first Patina blouse. I'm yet to put this on Instagram or enter it. It's just some buttons that I got from Hobbycraft in one of the little pots that you can get. It didn't go perfectly. As you can see, the collar doesn't necessarily sit straight. I also, because I didn't have a lot of fabric, I shortened the sleeves so they're 3/4 length on me and they're gathered with elastic. I did a large grading out to an extra large, but it didn't quite fit over my hips, and my daughter suggested that I put a couple of little slits in at the side. So that's what I did, and it actually looks quite nice with those 2 little slits. So I'm quite, happy with how that turned out. I'm just really annoyed about the collar not sitting properly. This is a fairly stiff cotton, so that might be why, but the butterflies worked out quite well. I think I probably will wear it. So yeah, so that's what I made. And then the next thing that I made, which isn't there, it's over here, that was what was left of the fabric, was I had some pretty double gauze that I got from Sarah at Simple Life Fabrics. It's looks kind of like clouds, I guess, and I made a Friday Pattern Company. Brain has gone dead. I'm sure you all know what this is. I'll put it on the screen or something when I remember what it's called. So I made one of these. I decided to widen the piece of bias that goes around the neckband, and I'm regretting that because in double gauze it makes it really, really thick, which means that the ties actually don't tie really well. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually cutting off the ties, just leaving a little piece so that I can put some, like a button maybe or something to join it at the back, because at the moment it's too bulky at the back of my neck, so I can't wear it. So I really like the colour. I just wish that it would do out properly around the neck. I did lengthen this, so I wanted it to be like tunic length. Again, I'm not sure that was successful. My husband's favourite thing of saying to me is that I need to add shape into the things that I wear, but comfort over style is what I think. So so that was another possible entry to the Sew April Blouse 24, and when I can remember, it's the Sagebrush top. It's Sagebrush top from Friday Pattern Company. So that's two Friday Pattern Companies entries that I've got there. I was thinking of doing a couple of other blouses. I've got the Fibre Mood. Which edition is this? I think it's 18. So this one. And I have made, got my hair sticking out there, I think it's a dog hair too. So I have made this jumper. I'll put a picture somewhere if I have a picture of it. In a couple, again, it was fabrics that I have from the Minerva scrap bags. I went through a phase, I think I bought 3 because they were like $1.99, and it's a kilo of fabric. You don't always get useful pieces of fabric out of it, but sometimes you do. So I had enough of this sparkly blue piece to make the sleeves of this, and then I had bought the fabric. It was again a remnant, but it was a slightly bigger remnant to do the main body part. No hood, but I really like that. It's unusual, and I have worn that out. Anyway, the reason why I picked this up was because there was a couple of blouses in this edition. So there's this one, which has got the shirring in the neck and on the top piece here. I can't remember words today, so yeah, just can't deal with it. It is also a dress, and I really like the dress. So to be honest, if I can be bothered to do that much shirring, I may well turn it into a dress as well. So not sure that would be a Sew April blouse entry because it would be a dress, but I just love the way that looks. And then there's another blouse in here, which again looks really pretty. I'm not sure that it would suit me, but I'm willing to give it a go. Is this one, which is called the Edith top, and again it's just really pretty. I love the ruffle, but I am, as I think I've mentioned before, I'm 4'10", so I'm not sure that big design features like that would look right on me, but it does look really nice on her. So I may well try it. I'm not sure that I've got the right sort of fabric This version is in a stripy fabric, which kind of matches a skirt that I also want to make this out of this book. It does look really nice in that, so I might have to buy some new fabric for this specifically. I'm trying to find a skirt. So this is the skirt, which I was saying is in the same fabric. I love that. I love the design lines on that, and it just really suits being in a stripe, because you can play with the direction of the stripe. So so those are two possible things out of the Fibre Mood 18, which is an older edition. My only challenge with this is I don't like tracing. I hate tracing with a passion, and so I am delaying doing it because I don't want to trace it. I know you can buy the patterns out of this book from, again, I'll put the name of the company somewhere when I can remember who they are, but I know that you can buy some of them, but not all of them. So yeah, so that's something else that I may well be doing. And then what I am currently thinking of doing today, while my husband is taking my daughter back to university, is I have this piece of plissé, again, which was in my stash. It's related to what I'm wearing actually. This is something that I did when I first started sewing, is take a thrifted t-shirt like this one and literally just attach a piece of plissé to it. And it is just so comfortable, and I don't even mind wearing this out. It's just fantastic. I used my double needle with 2 different threads to try to match the colours in the t-shirt itself, which was semi-successful. I don't think my sewing machine was having a good day that day, but yeah. Can anyone tell me though, why does plissé always have its design the wrong way? So the gathers go downwards, but the pattern always seems to go sideways. And I know that you can use this like a dress and do it the other way, but even this has it the other way. Just seems really odd to me. So you see the pattern actually runs that way, not that way. But anyway, so I have already made a very similar top to this, or dress even. It is pretty much floor length, this one, using the other half of this, and I attached it to one of my husband's old black t-shirts that he didn't want anymore. It had like a stain or something low down, so I cut it off where I wanted it cut off. I think that one's a little bit higher actually, more here, and I just attached this, and it's the most comfortable thing, and I don't have to think about it. With this one though, my husband hasn't got any more black t-shirts that he doesn't want, so I have this old green, well, it's not old actually, I've never actually worn it. My youngest daughter bought me this from Primark because I like a slogan, and nobody else in the family does, but I do. And it's a giant, absolutely enormous, in fact it says XL, but it's enormous, and it's got this slogan on it which is sort of up my alley. And so what I was thinking of doing, because like this t-shirt is way too oversized, I like oversized, like, you know, this is decent, I like this, but this is too much. I mean, it came out to here before the sleeves even start, so at least this one, the sleeves almost fit on my shoulders. There's this one not at all. So what I'm thinking of actually doing is possibly just lying it on its side here, and then somewhere I had it, I have got the Make It Simple t-shirt. So let's see if I've got it. So there's the line drawings. So this is the Tilly and the Buttons Make It Simple book, and then the t-shirt here, which is called the Tabitha t-shirt. So I made this for the So Yellow Ferendo challenge. I made a set of the PJs. So I made just a normal short sleeve, but I put the cuffs on the end of the sleeves. So I think I might see if I can cut that t-shirt out of this fabric. So excuse the rustling. This is why I hate tracing. So this is proper tracing paper. I have since bought this Burda tracing paper, which is much softer, but originally I just had craft tracing paper. So I might see if I can cut the Tabitha tee out of this tee, maybe reusing the sleeves and using the neck binding that's already there and attach it to that plissé. So that may be my plan for today. I've got my washing machine going, so apologies if you've been hearing that this whole time, but you know, life goes on. I'm just a normal person. Something that I bought recently that people might be interested in. Is anyone else really surprised about the amount of maths that goes on in sewing? Because I sure was, and I'm always getting my calculator out on my phone. So we were in Westfield, which is the big shopping mall in West London, just the other day, and there's a flying tiger shop, also known as Tiger and various other names, but it's it's kind of like a very small version of IKEA almost, and they had these little notebooks which have got built-in calculators, and I just thought that would actually be really handy. This obviously the front cover is really thick, be really handy just for making my sewing notes and having a calculator to hand. So got one of these. I think it was like £3 or something. So yeah, so that was something else that I recently bought. So that's it. Don't really have anything else to talk about. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please think about subscribing and giving me a like, and we'll see if I can continue on with this journey of vlogging things I'm making. It's an interesting process. So once again, thank you, and see you soon.